If we look at the technology that we produce and everything else, I think the first and foremost thing I want to think about is what does Planar do for a customer, right? So this is all about display, bringing your vision to life on a video wall, a large format display, or a monitor, right? So we look at the complete solution versus actually just saying, we're going to sell a display to a customer. So it's really all about what kind of vision do they have and how do we bring it to life through multiple formats of displays. In fact, most of what we sell is custom. It's not like a product that's off the shelf, except for even with the monitors we sell, it's like multiples of those monitors that go into different locations where they are catering to a certain business use, essentially is how that works. The customers are across on all verticals and across geographic locations. So every installation for us is a project. In fact, we have project managers that actually manage these projects. We have a team of installers, designers and architects, and we also have partners that we work with. So for example, take a video wall. It is actually assembled together behind the scenes in terms of 4x4 panels, or the size of panels that are put together. So it's the structure that will house the displays built around the area where the wall is going to be. And essentially you build that structure first, and then you put the panels on, then you do a very specific coating on top of it to make it seamless so you don't see any of the lines. And then there's a whole set of video controllers that go behind it that are actually off the display somewhere in a discrete location that actually feed the content to the display. Systems that help us with supply chain, operations, finance, and other ERP functionality are massive, as you can imagine. So we are working with multiple suppliers that supply us the parts. We're working with multiple distributors and partners that put together a solution with us. We have to handle all of the financing around it. So if you were to look at that, that ERP functionality is core and fundamental to our business. AX has been in place for 10 plus years. In fact, Sikich helped us implement it and install it. But it was on-prem and it was very limited to the US geography. So we were not using AX elsewhere, like in Europe and with our other locations. They were using other ERP systems over there. And with us moving towards the cloud first is more of a digital transformation, business transformation decision and goal that we have to move all of our systems so we are, one, able to scale and be flexible, and also be able to utilize the same set of core fundamental services across geographies, which is extremely difficult to do when you're on-prem and trying to do this thing. There's latency, there's performance, there's also the aspect of trying to customize it for various geographies and compliance. So that was one of the reasons why we moved from AX to Dynamics 365, to be able to actually, one, make sure we all standardize on a set of core platforms and ecosystems, and two, being able to scale up and actually expand out and add on features that we did not either enable or did not have in the AX system. Because the Dynamics 365 ecosystem is pretty diverse and pretty large. It covers a lot of the business functions, and it's in the cloud. So the goal of moving to Dynamics is, one, to provide that stability and scalability from a system perspective, but also really kind of start to make that our core ERP platform across our business units, across our locations, and also potentially across, and moving into more tighter integration with our suppliers and partners. The partner needs to be a trusted partner, and in this particular case, Sikich has been working with us for 10 plus years. That kind of longevity is unheard of, where they're consistently coming through to us in terms of whatever help we may kind of ask for of them, right? So that's important. The other aspect is that when you start to think about a particular project or an initiative or implementation, are they, one, understanding your requirements, your needs, and is able to put together an approach, a solution to implement it, which is, again, something that Sikich worked with us. And I really expect them to continue to kind of maintain that track record, right, as we go forward.